Aloha and welcome. It's Angelina. Welcome to my video. I hope you guys are doing well. This is my first video for tarot reading, so I'm gonna have 3 piles. Also clearing space, and I'm calling in your angels and your spirit team to assist you in this tarot reading. Hey! I've already pre-done the cards, so just to start the story, we're going to use the Rider deck. Indeed, I'll have a gaze. So let's start with pile 1. So this card is about self-discovery, so that's the main topic. Self-discovery. So you're finding yourself. I think you're starting to do some more either research about life or maybe just about yourself, because on a real note, everything's all connected, right? So what you find either externally is related to the inside, because whatever you're faced with on a regular day is what your core energy is vibrating on. So first you got the Justice card here. Can you please clarify that? So yeah, finding yourself, whatever your core is what's projecting. So however you feel on the inside is what is happening outside. So that is how the universe communicates to us, is from what's happening externally, because nothing external is actually real. It's all an illusion. It's all projected from our mind. So if it's from our mind, you're taking down the barriers towards, I think, your heart. So this is helping you balance. And once you create a balance internally, it creates financial abundance as well. So you're balancing yourself and your money. Smiley! Come back! Okay, we'll continue the story. Page of Wands, yeah, so you're starting a new idea, whether it be idea about your hobbies, goals, that life, financial, something, an idea. It might just be a new idea to continue with your self-discovery. So I'm going to look into these cards now. So yeah, when we travel, I feel like you might be doing travel, either will it be about traveling in the physical, like literally going to travel, or traveling in through your mind, whether it be your thoughts or in through your heart to see what your interests are. You're traveling deep, whether it be even traveling deep into your childhood traumas and stuff like that. You're traveling in some way. So yeah, so it feels like you've lost something as well, whether it be the past, because through self-discovery you've got to actually lose things that you think that are a part of you, or you think that you are it. So yeah, the King of Pentacles here telling us that you're like in a leadership role. You're in a leadership role financially. So financially, I think you're doing pretty good. So Dream Shield, so you're definitely getting a lot of dreams, so make sure you're writing your dreams down. Smiley! Writing your dreams down and recording, like, what is your dreams telling you? You may be seeing feathers, or you may even be doing a lot of sacred geometry work, whether it be researching or meditating on a platonic solid. If you search up platonic solids or geometry, like the Merkaba, being in that environment, which is you thinking about being in a shape when you're meditating or whatnot, that holds so much power, and it gives you so much direction in your life. It's sort of like if you're meditating on the Merkaba, it is a literal portal a vehicle. It's literally a vehicle to go to wherever you want. So it's literally the manifestation code to quantum jump into any aspect of your life. So there's a lot of orange and yellow here. So a lot of willpower here. Also, you may be seeing eagles as well, or maybe your spiritual totem. Diamond grid. So you may be working with the grids as well, with the grid network, diamond grid network, which is, my intuition is telling me to talk about the diamond grid network, which is, I don't know if you've done any research on this, but it talks about it in Gaia as well, how the netters are the nets. There are grid nets that we can't see, but there's like a grid network system that we are a part of, sort of like if you think about Wi-Fi and us as our phones are the crystals, but the phone is like a part of us in this sense. So we all each have an individual energy signature, and we're made up of like crystals as well, and those crystals we connect to the grid network system. When we meditate on the grid system, we're able to connect to the earth and the natural state of the earth like instantly, because it holds that much power. So whenever we meditate, even thinking about I'm connecting to the grid network, the diamond grid network, or whatever you call it, like your frequency will change at a rapid pace, like quickly, trust me. I was going to say something else about your dreams. Oh yeah, writing down your dreams and paying attention. Oh yeah, when you go to sleep as well, you may be getting not attacked or anything, but in your dreams, like you can wander off anywhere, and if you are astral traveling, it's good to set a prayer and intention to be protected in your dreams. And I feel like you're finding yourself in your dreams, so this could be an indication that you are astral traveling or about to. So divine masculine as well, so focusing on your divine masculine. I don't know where my dog went, and I can hear people, so I don't even know what's happening. I think they're looking after them, so thank you, people over there. Divine masculine, so yeah, remembering that divine masculine is the 3D. It is the physical, and this is an indication to balance your masculine. So when we balance our masculine, we're able to put in the work in 3D. So we need not only the spiritual, which is like creating in our mind, like there could be ideas or like thinking about this and that. The divine masculine is more about taking action, like what can I take action on? And we'll dive into deep. I think this is also about the King of Pentacles here that I'm just looking at it. So yeah, you're feeling like you've lost something as well. Like you're looking at the empty cups, which is what you've lost, when behind you've got the 2 cups. And do you know the saying how it's like, I'd rather have one good friend than a bunch of fake friends? It's sort of like that. So you've got like 2 great friends, but you're looking over like the 3 shitty friends, and this is representing like life. It could be a job, it could be anything, it could be people, places, things. You could have moved, but there is a new like financial beginning here, which is the Page of Wands, which is the new idea that I'm thinking right now, and divine masculine, which is putting in the momentum. And I think your dreams are communicating to you what to do throughout your self-discovery. So this new, I'm getting more of the idea now, so thank you, Spirit. So through your self-discovery, you're finding yourself, and through this new experience, this new offer, it could be this new idea, you're going to find yourself more. So you're going to be able to expand yourself way more. Ooh, this card has 4 and I was meant to do 3, so this is significant. So maybe you thought you lost something, but you're going to get an extra of something. Like, instead of 3, you're going to get 4, as in instead of what you thought you were going to get, you're going to get more of what you thought. So Dynasty of Divine Mother, Nectar of the Lotus. So the numbers 8, 20, 6 and 21 could be significant. Door of the Phoenix. These are really good cards.
Oh,
Hi.
hey. Oh, is that your dog?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, okay.
Are you guys okay?
Oh, yeah,
Within-
we thought he lost or something. So,
Oh no, thank you so much. Yeah, I was letting him go around. So cute. Yeah, you're just cute too. Sit, 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 sit. Smiley, sit. Sit, good boy. Sit, sit. Sit, 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 sit. Sit, 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 sit. Sit, 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 sit. Hey, Smiley. Through self-discovery, like, you need to go through like that many levels. You may be thinking like life is a game, like, and thinking every challenge is literally just another everything in life is just a challenge. Like, there's not really good and bad, it's just like level up, or I'm stuck on this level, I've got to figure out to get to the next level. And through the Daughter of the Phoenix, you have been going through like a huge transformation. Like, it feels like you've died, like going through rebirth. Like, you may be feeling like you've died over and over again, as in like you've lost yourself and then you sort of found yourself again, realizing that you can't really lose yourself, it's all like sort of an illusion. But also like focusing on one aspect of life, and maybe like you may be going through a rabbit hole of like too much information, or like a rabbit hole of stress, or whatever it is. Like, you may lose yourself, as in losing your balance and losing like that you are more than that problem or that thing or whatever you're going through. Coming back to center and realizing that you are no thing, no body, no place, no time, because once you label yourself, you limit yourself. So you're going through the rebirth of knowing that you can't actually lose yourself, and all those losing yourself things that you lost is actually not even a part of you. So like all those people you lost, all those places and everything that's happened is just losing something that was never actually yours to begin with. Was never actually a part of you, and life just tries to teach you like, hey, look, like, you don't need these things in order to be happy. Once we determine happiness throughout something, or we depend on something, or we lose ourselves, as in we put our attention on something that's not us, because in reality we are the only thing that exists in our life. And once we lose our focus towards something else, we've sort of just like, we're playing the wrong game, we're not playing our game anymore. So Dynasty of the Divine Mother. So I feel like the earth is calling you to step up, to really just know thyself, know like the power within, and know how strong you are, and know that you are divine. And the mother, the earth, the energy of the the energy of spirit, or you could say the energy of chi, prana, or something else. We are like the carrier of the life force energy, the feminine energy, the spirituality. We're breathing that in each moment, knowing that we are connected in each moment, knowing that every breath connects us more to who we are, and connecting us more to our divine mother, which we are always protected, and we always are divinely watched over, like knowing that we are one and whole with the universe. Because when we are knowing that in each moment, then we know that there's nothing that can actually take us off the path unless we're doing things to harm us. And we know, sort of like when you learn a lesson and you keep redoing the lesson even though you know you've learnt the lesson. And maybe for me personally, like I know clubbing is not it. It's not it. There you go. But like, I went out and I wanted to go out again. Sort of like, I'm just distracting myself because I don't want to level up, in a sense. but now I know like I've just got to level up because I know it's going to serve me better. So like, why am I wasting my time? You know, it could be something like that of destiny. So your future is calling you, so there's something that you're being needed to step up towards. Yeah, so your destiny is calling you. There's something that you know that you need to work towards, whether it be destiny for like your health, even destiny for life as in a purpose, or maybe your body, something that needs to be worked on, that you want a future outcome to be successful for, could be a purpose. It could be a characteristic in your life, or it may just be something that you need to do, taking steps towards what you want to do for your future. And even if you don't know what you want to do for your future, what did you enjoy as a child? Do things that you liked when you were a child, or what you like doing in your spare time, because being in that energy will help you level up to receive information, to know what you want to do. Because when you are in that energy, it's like more energies are like that, more information in that frequency can come. So quiet time, so you need to take some time out to rest and be with your own self, whether it be you might be like I said, going out a bit too much, or just hanging around a lot of people. Quieting down in your own space will help you to find out what are your energies and what are your thoughts, because hanging around with people and being around people and being around energies cloud your thought, it clouds your judgment, so you don't know what thoughts are yours. Because sometimes, like even me personally, when I was living with my parentals, like I was like, why the am I like thinking these thoughts and that, and I thought it was me, and I was literally just eating all the time, and I was like, but I was literally just adapting to the environment. And now that I'm like alone in my own quiet time, in my own space, like I know what are my energies. I know that was all a little, like that wasn't me. It was just like me adapting to other people's behaviour patterns and that. Anyways, so parenting and children. So whether you have parents around you or children around you at this time, I feel like it's to do with your inner child because of the darkness. So there might be darkness surrounding your past or something, or surrounding when you were a child and your parents were there, or whoever your carer was, you had a lot of darkness. So a lot of things that I like to do for this circumstance is, when you're ready, like be able to visualize when you were younger, and visualizing yourself. Meditation that really worked for me, like going into your past and as this version of yourself, and then finding the smaller version of yourself and your parents there, and then telling your parents that this child has to go, or the child which is the inner you, which is the small version of you, saying like, I've got to go now. And there might be a lot of tears, like in the same household as you grow up and whatnot, and in that energy, it's like that energy's ties being like ripped away. So like from that timeline that you saying bye and leaving and watching your parents leave as you go will help you to cut the cords of your past, so you're not being controlled by your past or subconsciously by your parents. And doing inner child meditations, or just thinking of your inner child and being in that space and telling your inner child that you're being protected. And the last card, beauty. So knowing that you are beautiful no matter what rough you went under. Like if you think of a diamond, how do you get a diamond? It goes through like boots and cats like for ages, and like you've got to go through that much stuff to actually become beautiful. But in that sense, like no matter what stage you're in, you are beautiful no matter what. So pile 1, I've got these cards where it's ask and you shall receive. So, oosh, okay, you got 2 cards that came out. So ask or think of a question and I will give you the answer. So we've got 2 here, so that's really significant. I go to the first card. It is not about controlling my thoughts, it's about guiding them. Oosh. We are not encouraging you to make an effort to control your thoughts, but instead to more or less guide your thoughts. Reaching for the way you would like to feel is an easier way. To hold on to your thoughts is in vibrational alignment with that which you believe is good. So yeah, so a big thing actually I feel guided to share is like I went through a phase where I was like, so like I was genuinely just pissed off at myself because I was just thinking all these thoughts, and I was like when can I get a break? But me like participating in listening to my thoughts, as in like putting a thought on top of another thought that I was already thinking, is me adding the vibrational connection, me attracting more of that into my life. So instead of just like trying to control them, saying like no, I need peaceful thoughts, or just like being like, oh, why am I thinking these thoughts? Your thoughts are there to just guide you. So if you are just getting a bit hot-headed with your thoughts and whatnot, like taking a break, like meditating or doing something you love, or just listening, like just observing your thoughts and not giving your thoughts meaning, because once you give your thoughts meaning, thinking like, oh, this is bad or this is good or why am I thinking these thoughts, then that's how you participate in the activity more of becoming your thoughts. So all those thoughts you're thinking are just from old programs and things from the past that has arose from all other times and parts of your life. It's not a good or bad thing, you just got to let them flow like clouds. Like literally just think of your thoughts like clouds, because they're clouds. And when you tune more into your heart, your head, your thoughts will slowly, generally just eventually stop. An empty feeling is telling me something important, is the second card. A negative feeling indicates that your current choice of thought is out of harmony with your source of energy, that you are disallowing your full connection to that energy stream. You can say that your fuel tank is approaching empty. Your emotions do not create, but they do indicate what you are currently attracting. So yeah, whatever you feel in that moment, or like a trigger comes or something, it's obviously got to do something with your past. So I was gonna say with my past, like if I get triggered, I know it's something to do with my past, and then I will feel what I feel in that moment, because I'm basically just telling myself like there's something, hey, like look, you're feeling this and it's got something to do with your past. And your emotions create through your thoughts. So once you match a feeling with a thought, you're creating that reality, because you need the feeling and the thought to create the reality, not just the thought or just the feeling. So like when you are feeling like really happy, in that moment you're creating more happiness for the future, because there's nothing but the present moment. So all energy is in the here and now. But when you're feeling sad and you're not thinking thoughts, you're not really creating more of an energetic future with the sadness if you're just feeling it, because you're letting go of that feeling. And depending on how deep your trauma is or was or whatnot, it may just still reoccur, like the sadness. But once you give it a thought thinking like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this, that's when your thoughts will spiral, and that's where you create more thoughts, like more future circumstances like that. Because when we get sad or something happens and you're sad, you didn't create that sadness in that moment. The sadness is already in you. The sadness has already been in you since the beginning of whenever that happened, whether it be from your past, most likely to do with the ages of 0 to 7, which has printed an energetic imprint has an energetic imprint of a specific past event. So maybe a specific past event where your parents didn't treat you right, or you had a big traumatic event or something, or I don't know, you may burnt yourself and now you're just really scared of fire. Like anything that has happened that sadness is just accumulated past circumstances, and you think you're sad from that person that cut you off. Like, no, you're not sad from that. You're sad from something from your past, and the person that cut you off is just repeating or creating that experience so you can heal in that moment, because the world externally is trying to show us things to heal from so we can get back to our natural state, to be our true selves, to heal and shed off all those false layers and all those false programs that has happened in our life. Ultimately, the shadow is actually good for us because it shows us who we really are, and it shows us our strength, and sort of just reminds us, hey look, we're more than the physical, like we have more, we can give more, and has lots to do with your purpose. So yeah, I was guided to share that, and I'm so grateful to be able to share that pile 1. I hope this has helped in any way, sort of form. That was lovely. I hope you learnt something, hope that helped. Love and blessings. Pile 2. So this is pile 2. Self-focus. So if you feel guided to read, listen to part 1. Okay, so your main focus is self. I'm gonna pull some writer tarots to get the story started. Smiley! 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 My dog keeps running around, and I want to put him on a leash so then he's not bothering anyone, but everyone seems to like him, so. But I can't be asked to go get him because I'm currently doing a reading, but I'm literally out in the bush, so. Oh no, mate. I need to deliver this reading for the white leaves. So the white leaves. Okay. So yes, a new mindset. A new mindset is going to deliver you abundance, and you're going to be able to literally give money to the poor, or just be able to even like shout people, or like you see someone and you're like, hey, like, do you need food? Like, I'm going to buy you some food. So going through the cycles, so like you're shedding off the layers and a new literal path. And like when you think of a new mindset, it literally delivers you a new path, because whatever happens internally has to reflect the outer world. So you got the dogs barking here, I've got my dog here, that's a sign. And I saw a dog book cover today, so I feel like if you look at the backwards word of dog, it's God. And like I was thinking about this for a while, and like, do you know how dogs are just so free, and they're like, when you think of the pup, like they're sort of like a child, like in that sense, like embodying like sort of being a dog, like a puppy, like doing whatever you want and like allowing yourself to be free. Like I'm just watching you and it's just the cutest thing ever. But yeah, you're going through cycles. So this new cycle is a new mindset. A new mindset. So at the moment, your crown chakra is being activated, or you need to do some work in your crown chakra, which is the 7th chakra up here. Even wearing purple, indigo will help you start that up. Light purple, even white, because I know it's the chakra system has been shaded a lot, like it changes. And colours carry density, so the darker the colour, the darker the density, so it could be like any colour, but I'm pretty sure it's white, not purple, but you know, it can be whatever you want it to be. Relic of time, so I feel like you feel like you're on a literal time schedule, like Smiley, hey man. Hey, what are you doing? Relic of time. So the Relic of Time, whoa, I just had to pull up the book because I felt like there was more to say, because I've never really got this card. Fuck, my dog's literally eating the crown chakra. I'm doing crown chakra meditations, or just meditating, just sitting with yourself in the days. Overcommitment, patience, history repeating. So it talks about history repeating itself, like whatever you're experiencing now is not from just this lifetime, but it might be from lifetimes ago. So I feel like you've been here before a lot of times, if not a couple hundred. because you had to go through different life experiences to get to this point, because to get to this point you definitely have something going on that is a big thing that you need to experience. Because if you think about it, if you could say awake, or like just awakening to yourself, like it doesn't take one lifetime, it takes many lifetimes to get to this point, especially at an early age. And you might have got it woken, or whatever you want to call it, back in the day, like at the age of 80, and this lifetime it's like 30 or earlier, whatnot. Whatever it is, it takes time to actually get to this state of awareness, or whatever you want to call that. And in this lifetime it's more to do with like healing and letting go, so you're able to become whole again, so you don't feel fragmented. So there's a lot stepping in the portal of knowing that time doesn't exist, and it's hard to explain this one, but I was thinking about this today, so a bit of divine synchronicity, but I'm going to explain time a bit. Like, time doesn't exist as in like the numbers in time and that, but time has a big importance. If you talk about like numbers in general, they play a big importance. But when we like watch something, it takes time for that. Like watching a car go straight, like it takes time for that car to move. So in that context, time is actually our currency. But knowing that time doesn't exist as in like you're not worried about the time all the time. Like when you do something, you're just gonna do it without even worrying about the time, because you know you have all the time in the world, because you are God. Like you have God inside of you. You are a fragment of God. You are a vessel for God. Call of the dancing crane. So spending time like really just letting go, and like even if you need to go outside and dance and just become free. So I feel like as well here with these cards, they've got the halo, so you're definitely going into Christ consciousness, or heading towards that route. Shedding off all layers that no longer serve you, and things that really don't serve your attention, like things that you don't even deserve to be thinking about, like just a waste of space. So yeah, this has to do with your purpose as well. You may be experiencing a lot of emotions at the moment, and this is a reminder to be able to go with the flow and go with the currents of life. And knowing as well, like sound heals. Like if you need to listen to music, frequencies, sound frequencies and stuff, anything that helps to let go. And even if you're listening to the same songs over and over again and it doesn't serve you, maybe you need to let go of that and listen to something else. Search up healing frequencies, and that will help. I feel like as well, letting go, like search up 639 hertz, which is to do with letting go and like healing the heart. You're shedding a lot of layers. So if you think this card is called Dance of the Butterfly Queen, so like to get to the butterfly, you've got to go through the caterpillar stage. So you're shedding off old layers, shedding off everything, like I said before, like no longer serving you. You're going through the levels of life and going to the next level, and being able to embrace and let go, and knowing like no matter what you went through, like you're still able to dance in life and dance through life, and not thinking of what you did wrong, but more thinking about what, like how it shaped you and how you needed that to grow and learn and become who you are today. Funny how I was talking about the 639 hertz. This card is about letting go, and Blessings of the Moon Maiden is like the full circle, the full cycle, how you come into a full cycle of completion. Like knowing your worth, knowing who you are, and knowing that no matter what the frick anyone says or what anyone does or whatever is being said or whatnot, you're able to just be you no matter what. and you're being blessed right now. A lot of abundance is coming to you, and you're able to really just be abundant in every aspect in your life, not just one aspect, and letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. Like, deep in your heart, what is your heart telling you? Like, does this person serve you anymore? Do you deserve better? And a big thing is for sometimes us as humans, like, to realize that we deserve better. Like, clinging onto the past is not going to serve us anymore. Like, and it's hard to step out of that cycle, because like once you are in that cycle, it's kind of like you forget that you deserve better, because you think, oh, so this is what I have to do, like this is what I have to put up with. Like, no, like you have an option to leave, you have a choice to actually move on, or to let go, or to do something different. You're not stuck in your circumstances. Like, don't let your circumstances control you and what you need to do, what you want to do. It's getting a bit dark out here, but we've got kindness. So I feel like being kind to yourself, trust your intuition, and romantic partner is coming. Okay, so I feel like if you have a twin flame or a soulmate or whatever it is, there's a partner that's coming towards you. Being more kind towards yourself, and like, no matter what mistakes you make or whatever happens in your life, like, don't be hard on yourself. Like, even though, like, for me personally, I'm gonna share, like, I would always think like I'm in victim mode or something, and I'll be so hooked on that. But it's like, yeah, I may be playing victim mode, but my feelings matter. Like, and I realized for this lifetime I've got to realize that feelings like matter, instead of like brushing them off. So that's funny. Like, knowing that your emotions are valid, and no matter like what, like, you need to be the one to tell yourself like it's going to be okay. Like, being your own parent and allowing yourself to feel no matter what. Like, even if something shitty happens, like, how are you going to pick yourself up? Because you have resilience. Like, you've got to build your own resilience and your own happiness. You can't rely on anyone else. And even if you did or you do, that's okay. Just allow yourself to feel and let go, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's able to pick yourself up from yourself no matter what. So trusting your intuition, being able to trust your intuition, like, what moves do I make, or what should I do? Like, tuning into your heart, tuning into your soul. What are you being told? Not your mind, because your mind can frolic into a billion different places and worry about stuff. And a good thing that I realized about your intuition, it's always the first move that you make, or the first thought, or the first feeling. And you know how, like, you're like, for me, I like to explain this version, like, when you feel like you need to eat something nourishing, and you're like, oh, KFC would be so good, like, it would be so good, but that's your mind telling you that. That's not your body or your soul. Pile 2, whatever you've been asking, I'm doing a 1-card answer. So this is what you've got. Think of a question. I've got it here. Give me a couple of seconds. Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? When you give attention to something you desire and say yes to it, you are including it in your vibration. But when you look at something you do not want and you say no to it, you are including it in your vibration. You cannot exclude anything that you are not giving your attention to. So I'm going to expand on that, because that might not make sense to some people's. But things happen on your external due to internal. So in a while ago, I don't even know what Paul was talking about. I was talking about like clubbing and that. Like, I was thinking about, oh, should I go clubbing? Like, yeah, it'll be fun. But then I was like, no, I'm not clubbing. Like, I'm not doing it. And like, kid you not, like, I just don't club and I don't like it. But I just one night, I did it. And I attracted someone asking me to go clubs. because I was thinking about it so much that I attracted it in my being. And even if I said yes or no, I still attracted that in my being. I still attracted that in my life. And sort of like things that happen in your life, it's like you might have maybe accidentally like attracted it, or accidentally thought about it and it's come into your being. So no matter what happens in your external, even if you are consciously or unconsciously thinking about it, you've attracted it into your life. It's not like a bad thing. It's like whatever you want to do from there, because you have a choice of moving on from that point in life. So yeah, I hope that has helped you, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for participating in this reading, and I hope this has helped you in any aspect of your life. Thank you. And if you do feel drawn to watch any other piles, please do so. Thank you so much. Pile 3, unity. So that's lovely. All these piles are about coming into union with yourself. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad for that. Awesome. So if number 20 is significant for you, unity, let's get the tarot. Fucking, I left the incense outside, so whoever gets that. So I've already got the judgment here. That was like with pile 1. If you feel cool to check out pile 1, please do so. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Doing tarot in the car. My dog's here and he's just looking at me like, can we go home? So, ooh, this is pretty similar to pile 1 reversed. 9 of Swords. So yeah, you're finishing cycle. So it feels like you've had to like come out of the mud, but it's like reverse. So it's like you know that it was good. Let me just finish looking at the other card so it makes more sense to my brain. But you know, like whatever you had to pull yourself out of was the best for you. You're not actually looking down on it thinking like, oh, I've lost. And all these are ones, so yeah, synchronicities. So yeah, you've had a lot of inner conflict, if not outer conflict as well, with people. Like you've had to figure out like, is this worth it? Like through a lot of conflict you have, whether it be like thoughts or like thinking a lot as well, like you're finally coming to a full cycle, like letting go and acknowledging the fact that maybe this is not for me. Maybe there's more. Do I deserve more? Yes, you do. So you're really coming out of this on top of it. You're on your high horse, like, oh yes. And I don't know if you remember those things, like back in the day. I don't know, I swear people always had that on at Christmas, like they would have it on their door. Sort of like a welcoming, like welcome. That's my dog! He sounds like a human, but that's confirmation. Like welcoming, like gift sort of thing. Like the circle, which is like sort of like life. Coming to a full cycle, like I was talking about, completion. With the bow there as well, celebration. So you're really able to just celebrate the fact that you're sweet with letting everything go, and all the inner or outer conflict or both. Congratulate yourself, because you literally just fucking came out of that. So you're able to get into unity with yourself. Congratulations. Wheel of Creation. So this is the beautiful card of the Player of Life. So from all creation, starts with the seed. That's how I like to talk about it. So knowing as well when you plant a seed, whether it be like I'm going to start like loving myself more. Like, you saying that is not going to be enough, because you're going to have to say that either every day or do things along that path or whatever it is, because for a seed to grow, you've got to water it, and you can't expect the seed to be in fruition the next day. Sort of like the seasons, sort of like a real seed. So Wheel of Creation, got the number 1 here, it's a very powerful card, and I know how powerful the number 1 is, which is literally the whole of creation. So you've got the whole freaking world in your hands. Like, knowing as well, like, you have the control, and you can control whatever, what do you call it? You can control your reaction. You can control how you're going to move from a situation. You have the control of being able to move from this point forward. So the Wheel of Creation, your third eye chakra is being awakened, so you're breaking free from all illusions, and it has flowers here, so you're literally like blooming. Like, has moons here as well, which is representing the cycles. You're able to shed off and break through all illusions to do with your past, all illusions to do with self-hatred, anything that's happened with the inner or outer conflicts. Everything's coming to light. Like, whatever has happened, you're able to see the truth and see who you are for who you are. So you're not like taking shit from nothing. Mortal treasures. With the future golding here, the yellow tiger mother. So you're being called as well. Okay, this is freaking synchronicity going through with all these piles to do with stepping up. So with the future golden, so knowing in each moment all power is literally in the now. So looking in front of you now, like, there's nothing but this present moment. There's nothing past here. For me, there's nothing past these tarot cards and my phone and this view. It's just wherever I'm looking, that's all there is now. And when I choose or unconsciously have a thought in that moment, I'm literally collapsing time in that moment to participate in that thought, to participate in that moment, and attracting more things like that, if not that. So if I'm thinking about something like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, and second guess my intuition, I'm reclapsing time. So I collapse time to participate in my intuition, which is, you could say, good for me, because yeah, it is, because I'm listening to my true self. And then my mind comes in and says, oh, don't, like, maybe not, and second guess. So I'm reclapsing time and shifting timelines to either a past experience, which is what thoughts are from, if it's devaluing you, then you are attracting things from your past and low vibrational things. So we could say low vibrational as in like things that you don't want to experience, just all vibes. Like, it just is. You can't really compare, like, saying, oh, this is bad or this is good vibes, because in that moment you have to experience it. No matter what we perceive it to be, good or bad, it's still an experience that we had to or have to experience. And at the end of the day, we have that option to choose whether it be a bad or a negative, positive, for your mind. But do you know how, like, things that happen, you're like, oh, that actually happened for my good, even though in the moment it may not have been something you want to experience. Maybe like you've lost people that you really loved, and you in a sense, like, you gave it your all, or like you helped them so much, and now they're doing this to you, and then now you're not friends with them. It's like, look at the you can look at the bright side and think like, oh, like, I don't have to waste my time on that. So it sort of happened for your highest good. But in the moment, it's like, oh, I lost a really good friend. But it's like, there's both sides of the spectrum that you could view it from, so it's not really good or bad. It's like everything has polar. Sort of like too much of sun will burn you, and too much of cold will freeze you, but you need both to experience, if you want to experience both, because we have that free will of wanting to experience both. So yeah, just share that if that made sense to you. Immortal treasures. So you're reaping good karma at the moment, as in you've done like some sort of work to be able to get good karma back, as in good karma as in you may be just looking after yourself really well, and whatever you do on a day-to-day basis is what you receive, whatever you think in your mind. So if you're thinking about like devaluing yourself all the time or not talking to yourself nice, you're gonna attract people that are like that in your life. So I'm talking about good karma as in like treating yourself right, you're receiving well. So knowing that treasures are literally immortal, you can attract anything at any time. It's just about repetition, and then the timing's up to the universe. So anything that you can think of, you can manifest immortal. So knowing that at any moment anything can happen and all treasures are immortal. Here the yellow tiger mother, so being more strong into your willpower. There's a lot of orange and yellow going on here. May be to do with your relationships as well. Knowing that the relationships externally is in relationship within, so however you're treating yourself is how people are going to treat you in the external. In numbers 14, 13, 44, master number, so you're really ascending into a new version of yourself. You're transmuting a lot of energies, so you're transmuting like the past, and you sort of just know what you got to do now in order for that to happen, because it's like you've been going through a cycle where it's like if you don't change anything in your life, how do you expect anything to change, right? So if nothing's changing in your external, you've got to change something internally, and whether that may be like choices on the external as well, as in like maybe moving or just having time alone, so you're able to choose from that point in time. But when you make changes in the external as well, things just change, and they always change for your highest good. You can never take the wrong path, but it's like if you're going through life right now and you don't like your life, then literally just cut everything off, cut all ties, as in like what is not working. If it's not working, stop doing it, stop experiencing, stop being with those people. So this is really good for you at the moment, as in like everything that you've done, you're able to have your dreams come true. And like I said before, with like people, places, things, whatever's happening, releasing let go of problems and rise above the problems. Because if we think about problems and we think about a maze, although like something that may happen in our life may be like you going into the maze and it's a dead end, but it's just a dead end. Like turn around and then go a different direction, sort of like life has said in, I can't remember, I said this in one of the other piles, but when you're thinking of life as a game, you're literally just like knowing that things in your life are just challenges, so you're able to just take another route or try again or go into a different set of instructions, new environment or whatnot. Miracle healing. So there's things in your life that you've been healing from. If not, you may be even unconsciously healing from them. You may be crying or like feeling like crying, especially with this moon, strong moon, super blue moon. Blue, if we think of blue, even blue is literally the meaning of emotion. Blue is going with the flow. It's color of the sky. It's very important. It's like vast. It's like expansion. Anyways, yeah, miracle healing. So really connecting with yourself and doing like energy work as well. I feel called to share a quick miracle healing technique. And even if it's prayer, that is a sort of healing as well. My dog's done with me. Yes, we're about to leave. So you can even call your angels, ask your angels, like, hey, like, can I please get some healing in this area of my life? And I realize as well, your body communicates to you, so whatever hurts in your body is telling you that you need to fix a certain aspect of your life. So rubbing your hands, actually no, first you like pretend, or you're actually doing it, like you sweep, use your hands and you sweep all areas of your body, and then you finish at the top of your head, and then you visualize you're sweeping off everything that no longer serves you. And if you can't visualize, just have the intention that everything that is not for your highest good is gone. And then you come, put your hands together and you start rubbing them together, and then you have the intention and visualize white light or any color you want. White light is symbolizes divinity, purity, awareness, and it's a powerful one for enlightenment as well. Yeah, rubbing your hands together, visualizing, having intention or both about white light, and then you place your hands on your head and you just think that the energy is coming through your head and into your hands, the white light, or having the intention, and just doing this because your hands are so healing, hey? So doing this, and you can literally feel your head getting lighter. Anyways, that's a great one. Also, ask a question and I will answer it with this one card of ask and it is given. Yes, Harry. I mean, yes, Smiley, we're gonna be going. I literally have changed my dog's name like several times because I can't choose one. Hey, how do you choose a name when there's so many? So I just called him Smiley because he makes me smile. But yeah, his name used to be Harley. I'm pretty sure his name is Harley on the form, but it's not anymore. It's called Smiley. Also, I'm still waiting for a card to come out. So yeah, just talking about my life. Okay, this one. Whatever you question is, all that is benefiting from my existence. So that is the affirmation. Let's get a bit into it. No matter what has caused your unique point of view to come about, it has come about. You do exist. You are thinking, you are perceiving, you are asking, and you are being answered. And all that is benefiting from your existence and your point of view. Oh fuck. Oh shit, we got a full on the Achilles out here. Blackout season, that's definitely significant. I reckon that means confirmation that no matter what you think, mate, it's valid. You're valid, whatever point of view, even if you're talking about like the grass can turn into trees, I don't know, like whatever the point of view is, it's valid, you know, no matter if it sounds a bit crazy, it is what it is. So yeah, so thank you pile 3 for participating in this reading. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I hope that has helped you in whatever you need. And if you do feel drawn to any other piles, please do so. Please do so. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye bye.